Blockbuster was once the undisputed king of movie rentals, with thousands of stores worldwide. Families would visit on weekends, eager to pick up the latest films for a movie night at home. At its peak, Blockbuster had over 9,000 stores and generated billions in annual revenue. But then, Netflix arrived with a game-changing business model. Instead of renting physical movies at a store, customers could receive DVDs by mail for a monthly fee, eliminating late fees. Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy Netflix for just $50 million but refused, believing its own business was too strong to fail. That decision would turn out to be one of the biggest corporate mistakes in history. As streaming technology advanced, Netflix soared while Blockbuster struggled to adapt. The demand for physical rentals disappeared, and Blockbuster's empire crumbled. This is the story of how Netflix disrupted the movie rental industry and how Blockbuster's failure to innovate led to its downfall. Like and subscribe for more business stories that reveal the lessons behind major successes and failures. 1. Blockbuster's dominance in the rental industry. Blockbuster became a household name by offering a simple and affordable way to rent movies. In the 1980s and 1990s, buying VHS tapes was expensive, so renting became the best option for most people. Blockbuster stores were everywhere, stocked with movies, video games, and promotions. The company made billions in revenue, especially from late fees, which frustrated customers but contributed to its profits. With an aggressive expansion strategy, Blockbuster grew into an international giant, dominating the home entertainment market. In the 1990s, it seemed untouchable, with Hollywood studios depending on Blockbuster to distribute their films. At its peak, Blockbuster was valued at over $5 billion. Few could have predicted that this powerhouse would collapse in just a few years. 2. Netflix's innovative business model. In 1997, Netflix was founded as a DVD rental by mail service, offering a subscription model with no due dates or late fees. At first, Netflix struggled, but its founders believed in the power of convenience. In 2000, Netflix approached Blockbuster with an offer to sell for just $50 million. Blockbuster's executives laughed at the idea, dismissing Netflix as a small competitor that posed no threat. They believed customers would never give up physical movie rentals. But Blockbuster underestimated how much people hated late fees and how valuable convenience was. As Netflix grew, Blockbuster ignored the shifting market trends, a mistake that would cost them everything. 3. Netflix's rise and Blockbuster's struggles. Netflix's subscription model allowed customers to receive DVDs at home with no extra fees, making it more attractive than Blockbuster's in-store rentals. Using data analytics, Netflix personalized movie recommendations, increasing customer satisfaction and retention. Word spread, and more people started switching to Netflix. As Netflix gained momentum, Blockbuster scrambled to respond. They introduced Blockbuster Online, a DVD by mail service, but it was too late. Netflix had already captured a loyal customer base, and Blockbuster's attempt to copy the model lacked execution. 4. The shift to streaming and Blockbuster's collapse. By the mid-2000s, internet speeds were improving, making streaming a viable option. Netflix saw this opportunity and pivoted to streaming in 2007, allowing customers to watch movies instantly. This move marked the beginning of the end for physical rentals. Blockbuster, still focused on its retail stores, hesitated to embrace digital technology. Executives believed customers would always prefer in-store rentals, failing to recognize the rapid change in consumer behavior. As Netflix's streaming service gained popularity, Blockbuster's business model became obsolete. The demand for DVD rentals declined, and store traffic dropped significantly. Blockbuster had missed its chance to adapt. 5. Blockbuster's failed attempts to compete. Realizing its mistake, Blockbuster made desperate moves to stay relevant. The company removed late fees to attract customers, but this decision cost them billions in lost revenue. They launched a streaming service, but it lacked the content and technological development of Netflix. Unlike Netflix, which was constantly innovating, Blockbuster was always reacting too late. While Netflix focused on expanding its streaming library and securing licensing deals, Blockbuster struggled to keep up. Every attempt to recover fell short, and financial losses continued to grow. 6. The financial collapse and bankruptcy. Blockbuster's financial struggles worsened as it continued to lose market share to Netflix. The company had accumulated significant debt from expanding its retail locations. As store revenue declined, Blockbuster could no longer sustain its operations. Investors lost confidence, and the company's stock value plummeted. By 2010, Blockbuster was forced to file for bankruptcy. Once a dominant force in entertainment, Blockbuster had been completely overtaken by Netflix. 7. Netflix's evolution into a streaming giant. While Blockbuster faded into history, Netflix continued to evolve. The company invested heavily in streaming, acquiring content, and producing original shows. By creating exclusive hits like House of Cards and Stranger Things, Netflix transformed itself from a rental service into a full-scale entertainment powerhouse. Today, Netflix has hundreds of millions of subscribers worldwide and is a leader in streaming content. Meanwhile, Blockbuster's legacy is remembered as a cautionary tale of what happens when a company refuses to innovate. 8. The last Blockbuster store and its nostalgic appeal. Today, only one Blockbuster store remains open in Bend, Oregon. This location has become a nostalgic attraction, reminding visitors of the era when Friday nights meant browsing store shelves for a movie. The downfall of Blockbuster serves as a lesson for businesses everywhere. No company is too big to fail if it ignores innovation. 9. Lessons from Blockbuster's fall. The biggest lesson from Blockbuster's failure is the importance of adapting to change in an era where technology is constantly evolving. Businesses that resist technological advancements risk being left behind, no matter how successful they once were. Blockbuster dominated the movie rental industry for years, but its reluctance to embrace change ultimately led to its downfall. The company had multiple opportunities to pivot toward digital streaming, but it clung to its outdated brick-and-mortar model, believing customers would always prefer in-store rentals. By the time Blockbuster attempted to compete with Netflix, it was already too late. This mistake proves that companies must always stay ahead of technological trends instead of reacting when their market share is already slipping. The landscape of entertainment was changing, and Netflix had the foresight to embrace the shift toward digital consumption. Blockbuster, on the other hand, failed to recognize how quickly consumer behavior was evolving, and its delay in adopting new technology costed everything. 10. The end of Blockbuster and the future of entertainment. The battle between Blockbuster and Netflix is one of the most famous business stories in history. Blockbuster's downfall proves that no company is safe from disruption if it fails to innovate. Netflix saw the future and adapted, while Blockbuster clung to an outdated model. Today, the entertainment industry continues to evolve, and streaming dominates. Companies that embrace change will thrive, while those that resist it will disappear. Blockbuster's story serves as a warning that success is never guaranteed. The entertainment industry will keep evolving, and only the most forward-thinking companies will survive. Like and subscribe for more business insights and tech-driven stories.